So I'm doing this video, and it's basically one day before I get admitted in the hospital because of this journey that has really interfered with my health. And for so many people outside here, quite a number of you have not known, and because of maybe you see our page is active, our office is still active, but I've not been in the office for some time. Actually, I think this is the longest I've not been working, and it feels good to take a break, but also it hurts that you've taken a break because of your health. And my journey has been long. I was born with a condition that my parents did not realize, and it was not a condition that could have put me in danger. But with time, I think things started getting worse. It was not very worse, it was bad actually for a start. That was in 2019, but as a child, and our mom was unwell, I thought it was important, first of all, to prioritize my mom, who was battling cancer. May her soul rest in peace. And it was a journey of 8 years plus. But now here comes me in 2019, and the doctors realized my condition, and I was told, because it's an ENT issue, ENT is ear, nose and throat. So because it's an ENT issue, what we are going to do, we are going to use treatment, and in this case we are going to use medication. And therefore I've been on medication for 7 consecutive years, and continued to trust God that the situation would not have gotten worse. Fast foot forward. I continued to use medication. Sometimes I could get relief, and sometimes I couldn't get relief. And thank God to friends and people who get to know that there are things that are a problem in our lives. In March, I happened to go to the United States. Of course, one of my friends in New York, who is not Kenyan, kept on asking me to get remedy. Another friend of mine in New Jersey was like, you need to get solution here. You really, really need to get solution here, because treatment here is good, and you have access to the United States of America and other countries. I kept on saying, okay, yeah, sounds good. I'm going to do that. So with time, I bought the idea, and I remember actually March this year, March 2025, which is this year, I happened to go to Seattle, tunaenda Seattle, and actually I had traveled to quite a number of states in the United States, but I have never ever gone to Seattle, so it was going to be my first time. There was a time I was to have a meeting in Seattle, but it was postponed, and for me, I don't argue when things happen or like battle it out. I was like, God's time will come, and surely God's time came, and I was invited to a conference, which was a post-International Women's Day. I met my long-time friend Alicia. Alice told me, Diana, is this your condition? I said, yes. Actually, so many people didn't know what I was battling with, because people would see me, I'm okay, but let me tell you, I have been in this condition, and masks have been the order of the day. Most of the time, I avoided tea, and I could only take concoction. Coughing, nasal congestion, and now it started getting worse, because as I record this video, my left ear cannot hear properly. And now when I decided, once I came back to the country, I needed to be very serious with this, and I picked it up. I was going to private facilities, which were really attending me And out of God's mercy, I would say they were, or rather they are still to date, very good private facilities, a little bit high end, and God enabled those doctors to really work on me. So got to a point I was sent for a second opinion, and I really, really thank God I got an opinion. And then I spoke to my good friend, God bless you, Honorable Esther Pasaris. As I chatted her, and in our conversation, she was like, hey, Diana, I'm sending you the doctor's number. Please don't go for surgery before you get an opinion. So she sent me this number. God bless her so much. And I got this doctor's attention, went to this particular hospital, guided, and then going back to my previous private hospital where I was being attended to, they were like, Dana, I think we need an opinion from the public hospital, a public facility. I was like, okay. So went to church on a Sunday. It was on a Friday. Went to church on a Sunday. Thank God in our church we have doctors. So one of the doctors who works in Kenyatta Hospital, I took him through and he was like, thank you. God bless you for bringing this out. Because we used to sit together, or rather we sit together actually, where I sit in church. So he was like, I have seen this and this happening. You always have nasal congestion, you're coughing. And I was like, I needed to ask you, but I was fearing, issues to do with health. So you don't go and confront people like, nini na kufanya, on what is happening in your life. So Daktari took me through and I told him what I had been told. I showed him, they have diagnosed me with acute sinusitis. Then later on, now I sent him the results from, I spoke also to another doctor. Let me not mention his name because he has not given me permission. Still in our church. So the two of them, I really love them. They're good men who support us in matters health in our church. So both of them work in public facilities. One is in Kenyatta, one is in another different facility. They were like, yes, in public facility, you're going to get help. I got help. I got help. And I thank God because they guided. So Tuesday, because the appointment now in this public facility used to happen on Tuesdays, I got an appointment for Tuesday. And this particular doctor who was helping me now in this newest public facility started taking me now through the journey, got me appointment with the right ENT doctors who are coming to see other patients, and I really came to learn. ENT issues are very bad. People lose life because of ENT, and let me tell you, it was in this public facility that they realized my airway had already blocked. And this is the reason as to why even I had started having breathing challenges at night. Yes, I know you can't imagine that. I started getting breathing challenges. Too cold. By the way, I don't do this. It's only that because I'm within home and because my daughter is working on something, I decided to get out to the car and do this recording. But let me tell you, it's not easy. I have been indoors because I am allergic. I cannot be exposed to cold, to too much heat, to dust, and I don't have the strength to keep on responding to questions. Many of you have not known that when I am driving to the field, we will drive. My driver knows, and he will always ask me, have you carried your anti-allergies? Have you carried your masks? Do you have the sanitizer? By the way, sanitizer yangu iko hapa. Wengine wenu mlimaliza COVID, but for me, I still do this. Not because of anything else, because maybe I'll use I have my masks. Niko nazo masks mpaka pa kwa drivers, whatever nimehang kwa steering hapa kando. My serviettes. I buy serviettes in bulk. Yeah. why do I keep my sanitizer? Because every time nime blow my nose na niko na company, niko na sayo, labda niko na dereva, siko peke yangu, so I have to sanitize my hands, because also you have to ensure with this condition hygienical. Please, I have done a recording, taken you through my journey, because I have been in that, see asthma, but lazima ningejisteam juu ya blockage. And I decided that I'm going to talk about my journey so that we can help other people. Nimeona watoto kwa waiting bay ya hospitali. Mtoto anatolewa hapo mbio mbio nini, and then finally you follow up na unasikia mtoto aliaga. Rhino-Sinusitis is a condition that is ignored by so many parents, so many guardians, and even us as individuals. I have been through a journey. Mpaka unajipata uko kwa meetings, some great meetings, you find yourself in a boardroom, and then, oh my God, the rhino-sinusitis condition will make you be stigmatized. But I thank God that I'm on the road to getting a solution. May God help me get relief, because it has been 7 years that I've been not bad, but they moved from bad to worse. Now got confined that usitoke, because huwezi stahimili joto, huwezi stahimili baridi, huwezi stahimili vumbi. I can't be somewhere with people who have perfumed themselves. I don't perfume myself. I use toy soap to bathe, mutumia kipande ama sabuni ya mtoto ile hainuki, and mimi hujipaka Vaseline. I don't use vitu zenye zimeperfumiwa. One of my schoolmates knows, because wakati my mom aliaga, alikuja kwangu, and she was like, Diana, I was like, yes, I will travel, I'll buy everything for my kids. Actually, nikipita duty free move a mask 2 ama 3. Nikiwa na connecting flight na lazima nipitie duty free. And for my daughters, I can even screenshot for you that I have to do the list. Your list, wanataka nini, nafika duty free na peana, hata sijui kama upo Afrika kama original, but of course zinakuwaga original. See you kwa next episode.